I'll give you one for the first time and then one for the second time.
Okay. So the first time, there's so many. Obviously, it has to be when we got to the playoffs. But we won the Support Shield. We won that was probably the best moment there. And quick little story about that. I remember I did understand the playoffs from 2011, but when it went into 2012 and then we won, in my head, it's like we won the league.
Right. Yeah.
And I'm like, we won the league. What the heck is going on here? You know?
Right.
And then it goes into the playoffs, and obviously, I remember we won against Galaxy the first game, and then the second game we lost at Buckshaw. And I just remember that feeling. I was just like, oh my gosh, like we were the best team in the league, and now we're just out. And they go on to win it, I think, didn't they? Or maybe. But before that, that was probably the best moment, winning that.
And did you get a ring for that Supporter Shield at all, or did you get like a ring? Is that what you're rocking right now?
I wish it was. I wish it was. I think we did get. I think we got a little like medal.
Oh, you got a medal?
Yeah, I think we did. Yeah, we got a Supporter Shield medal. So that was good.
Yeah.
But obviously, it's not enough because.
Yeah, right. You won the league.
I mean, Saturday, remember, everyone's on about the playoffs. That's where you want, but I don't know. Anyways.
Imagine calling home. Hey, mom, dad, I won the league. You don't understand. Yeah, honestly, I got playoffs next week, though.
Yeah, honestly, I remember we lost in the playoffs, and I was just like, I felt like the whole season was just gone. Like, I was like, we made that achievement. I mean, we broke the records, records as well. Yeah. And then they end up we don't win nothing, and it's like it doesn't make any sense. But that's how it goes. And then the second time, again, a tough one. We'll probably have to be when I scored.
Yeah, right.
I think most people would probably say that.
When you scored that against 11 men, 9 men down, like 9 men to 11.
Yeah. And I remember I was so tired in that game.
Yeah, you looked tired.
I was so, honestly, I remember, because I've seen the clips back, because it comes up a lot on my feed. I remember the ball came in and I tried to we were defending, just before I scored, we were defending.
I was there,
You were there, right? Everybody was in our own box. And I remember the ball came in, I tried to clear it, it's gone up in the air. I looked at the ball, I was thinking, I can't. I looked at the time, come on, let's just end this now. I think it was 1-1 at the time, wasn't it?
Yep, it was.
I was like, just end it now, because we've got 9 men.
Right.
And then something came over me, and I remember just, Cordell Cato had the ball. Yeah. And I just remember the space in front of me. I just thought, I'm going to sprint. And I was like, I'm not making this run for nothing. So, Cordell, please give me the ball. And he gave it perfect time. And I said, I'm not passing it. I'm just going to shoot. Yeah. We're shooting because we're not going to have an opportunity again. Right. And I thankfully it went in. So that's probably the best moment. And then winning the game. And then I remember going around giving everyone, the high five, dads in the locker room. Right. And everyone was just tired, but so happy. And that togetherness was amazing. So yeah.
And you realize afterwards probably that you were the first player to ever do that, right? So to score a go-ahead goal with 9 versus 11 men in regulation, so not a PK, but to score a goal like that, you were the first player to ever do that. Yeah.
That's amazing. I'm really happy I could do that. But I was really happy that we as a team we dug in and got the result, because we definitely needed it as well.
And that was the loudest Avaya or Earthquake Stadium now, but has ever gotten. So that was the record until, and I probably changed when Wanda did that record, but that was up to then the record. So you do have that little badge. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I remember.
I mean, I was there. It was. I was like, what? Like, I thought this game was done and dusted. Like, okay, I'll take a 1-1, and then we left with 2-1. I was like, what?
Yeah, I think we would have taken them on one then.
Yeah, and you know how they used to give out like those, I don't know if you ever knew, like the Jack in the Box curly fries, you know, if they scored in the second half. I was like, these curly fries are going to taste so damn good. Thank you, Simon Dawkins.
There you go, man. There you go. I'm glad I could do that.
All right. Yeah, and I guess that, if you had, okay, so that was your moment. Now, if you had to say goal, favorite goal, is it that 9 versus 11? In the both stints, you only have one goal.
Ooh.
Or it can be, you know what? It can be in your time during Jamaica, in England for Derby, or for any other.
Okay, team. What I'll do San Jose, best goal for San Jose, and I'll do my career.
Yeah,
I think it's probably better. I'll say my best goal for San Jose. In my best goal, or the one I've memorable. Best goal?
Let's do memorable.
Yeah. Memorable. Obviously, that one I think was very memorable.
Yeah.
But I'll probably say, weirdly, my first goal. My first goal. I think it was, how many games in? I can't remember, a few games in. In 2011. I scored against Seattle, I believe.
Mm-hmm.
That was probably my best, because obviously I was a young kid coming all the way across the world, basically.
Yeah.
And by myself, and obviously loving being there, but it was like, okay, my career's getting started. Right. So that was probably the one that's most memorable to me.
Yeah, that's the Kickstarter.
Yeah. And then obviously in my career, I think my goal for Jamaica, definitely. The one against Nicaragua, when we had 4 minutes to go, and we needed to score to get through to the next stage of the World Cup, to go, to play against Costa Rica and Chile and all these teams. And I just remember the ball coming in, and just my best goal, definitely volley from high up in the air, bottom. And and I just remember after that, like, it was crazy. In Nicaragua, it was crazy. It was 90,000, I believe.
Wow.
Fans. And they were banging bus. Yeah, they were so mad, because obviously they thought they were going to the next stage of the World Cup. It was the big thing for the country. So that was probably my best goal.
Silence. Silence.
It went completely dead. I mean, honestly, we had people banging on our bus afterwards. Get out! It was crazy.
Right.
Crazy.
Oh, so, man, that must have been a crazy moment. I mean, 90,000 fans, and then all of a sudden, just pure silence. Was that the most silent you ever heard of the stadium?
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, definitely.
Right.
Honestly, we had to actually get escorted.
I bet.
The basketball players afterwards, because they were literally wanting to kill us, I think. Honestly, I'm being serious. We had to have security for the whole night and the next day to get out of there.
Wow.
But that went silent. People crying.
I mean,
but my best goal for sure.
So when you scored that goal, did you realize, like, the whole country of Jamaica is probably going berserk? Like, even though nobody in this country right now is rooting for us, but in Jamaica, my whole country, or my whole parents' country, is just going crazy.
It didn't hit me until I got back to the hotel room.
Yeah,
it didn't hit me, because it was all just like a daze.
Right.
I remember jumping after I scored, got back on the bus, people smack. It was all like a movie, you know.
Right.
And then I remember getting to the hotel, and then my roommate at the time, he was just like, "Do you realize, like, what we've just done?" and then he showed me the clip back of it all, and I was just like, "You're a legend." I'm not a legend, but I was like, "We've done well." We've done well. We're going too far, man. And then I just saw afterwards that it got so much attention, attention. America there, even back in England, my club at Derby, everyone's messaging, and it was all been out there. And then I realized it was like a big thing.
Yeah.
So that was definitely a big, massive thing in my career.
Yeah, that seems like an awesome moment. I mean, to have in your arsenal of moments, and you have a lot of good ones too. So that's definitely a nice peak. Now this is a little bit kind of off topic, but I forgot to ask you, favorite Quakes jersey that you wore.
Ooh. Favorite Quakes jersey.
Yeah, this was a little tough one. I like to ask all the interviews that we have.
Okay. You know what? I liked the first year I was there.
The blue one.
The blue one. Yeah, the blue. I can't remember what it had on there. I can't remember what it was. It was the beginning of A. Something. There was something.
Amway.
Amway. I like that jersey. I didn't like, the only thing I didn't like about it was the fit. I like the way it looked, but not the fit. I prefer the fit of the 2016 jersey 17 jersey. Sorry, 17.
The Sutter Health one, the black one.
Yeah, I love the black one.
Yeah, that one's really nice. Yeah,
that was really nice. But the Amway ones, it just goes like a now retro look to it.
Right.
Yeah, and it reminds me of the Buck Shaw time.
Yeah, exactly.
I love the jersey.
That's actually one of the hardest jerseys to find.
What's yours?
Oh, mine. I like that black Sutter Health one a lot. That was like it felt so good to have a jersey sponsor as a fan. You don't understand, Simon. To finally see that your team has a sponsor, like,
come on.
Right. Coming from England, I mean, and having Mexico right next to us, where they have like 16 sponsors, right? So it's like, oh, come on, man.
Yeah, I'm glad. Yeah, that's a nice jersey.
But yeah, no, I like that jersey a lot. I like the new one. I like the new yellow and blue one. I don't know why, but the gold shorts one, I thought that one was really cool.
Nice.
Yeah, I don't know why. It kind of on our logo. I'm wearing that one, so I'm excited. I like that one. I don't know why.
You like that one, yeah.
yeah.
The Quakes are doing well with their jerseys. I've seen some teams in MLS, they got some jerseys. I'm not particularly keen on.
Yeah, right.
But Quakes always have the nice ones. So
people give Adidas a lot of stuff, but I think they do. I think the Quakes have some good ones, and that like that kind of, I think it's called the chevron tile, but that tile that you wore was pretty cool. And then now with the new ones, the stripes and stuff, I think that's pretty cool. Yeah,
I've got a few still here,
Yeah.
So yeah.
That's awesome. What was one thing you didn't expect coming back to San Jose? So what was, because I mean, going from Buckshaw to Earthquake Stadium, Avaya Stadium at the time, what was like, oh man, we gotta our own stadium now. What's this? Like, did you expect anything else?
Yeah, well, the stadium.
Yeah, right.
I mean, the stadium was. I mean, what year was it? San Jose moved into it.
I think it was 2015.
2015. So it was just before.
Just before, yeah.
Wasn't it? Yeah, and I remember I got off the plane and John Dole.
And you saw it.
John Dole. Yeah, John. Yeah, well, I saw it, but then So I've seen it. I was by myself on the plane. So I was like, I think John Dole did say the stadium's near, the airport. So I was like, my stadium. I get down, land, and then John was like, do you want to go see the stadium now? Because John met me at the airport.
Right.
And I said, absolutely. Went to it, and unbelievable.
Yeah.
Unbelievable. I don't know what I was expecting, but this exceeded all of that, because it was just like, finally, coming from Buckshaw.
Right.
To give, and again, there was something special, obviously, about Buckshaw.
Right.
It always been a special memory. But I think, like, just to give the fans and the whole club a stadium to be proud of was unbelievable. So now the fans can go in there and sit or stand or whatever it is. You have this huge, lovely stadium with that open view, huge screen.
Yeah.
I was so happy. So yeah.
Well, the Buckshaw Stadium went with that 2011 and 2012 team mentality, right? It was like, we're just a group of guys, family, ragtag type of deal. Goonies never say die. I don't have a real locker, but you know what? This will do.
This will do. Yeah. And again, it's good to have that experience.
Yeah.
But we have to move on with it, because obviously other teams are doing the exact same.
Yeah, exactly.
So it's good to see a stadium. But I felt like the design of the stadium was it didn't come away from sort of that 2011, 2012. I mean, if you had to have a stadium that represents sort of that, I think that it was designed perfectly.
Yeah,
so
definitely.
Yeah. Unbelievable.
And then when you got there, were the guys like, oh my God, or did they know about it, or was it like, oh dude, what's up? Like, what are you doing here?
Yeah, no, they knew.
Okay.
Morning, it was announced already, but the next morning, Dominic had a team. He used to have team meetings in the morning, and obviously I didn't train that day. But I went in to meet all the players. He introduced me finally, and then he just said, basically, get out. But I didn't realize what I was getting out for. He was like, no, I had to go do my medical stuff.
Right.
Okay. But I was just like, okay, see you later, guys. And so I didn't really,
I
saw Bernardes, I saw Chris, I saw Shea.
Right.
I think, who else did I know at that time? David Bingham was there at the time.
Yeah.
there's only a few players that were there before. So
yeah,
it was good. It was good. It was good.
It must have been, I mean, I guess easy to come back when the familiar faces are still there, right?
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, definitely familiar faces, and it was good to see them still doing well in their careers, you know, because sometimes it can go up and down. So yeah.
We have a fan question, so I'll go ahead and ask you that right now because it's about San Jose.
Yeah.
Mike Pizzo asks, what do you miss most about your time in San Jose? So this can be football wise, this can be just area wise. Like, what's one thing that you just cannot find in England or in London or anywhere you played?
The people. I mean, I think the people, the fans, the like I said before, it's like the family way of San Jose.
Right.
And don't get me wrong. I mean, I've been at Derby. It was brilliant. Fans were brilliant for me at Derby. Villa, the Jamaican national team at Tottenham. It's all been great, but something was different about San Jose. And I think that's why I miss the most, that whole family sort of feeling. And I mean, I had so many people look out for me in terms of, he sounds familiar who asked that. Mike
Pizzo. He's been around for a while, I think, as a Quakes fan. So definitely probably met him before. There was a couple of our fans that have met you before at a couple of the meetings, so they were excited for this. Yeah.
Yeah. So they like I said, the fans have been unbelievable to me. So like, I think like I missed that sort of that homeness. So, yeah.
So one thing I always like to say to the players, once you're a Quake, you're always a Quake, man. So you're always welcome back. So, and that's the whole fan base. I mean, don't worry how the second one went. You know, you're always part of the family. Trust us. Trust me, at least. Yeah.
Thank you. I appreciate that, man.
Of course. Oh, this one's kind of the same thing. What was your favorite? Leon Diaz asked, what was your favorite part about living in the Bay Area? So kind of a little different, a little personal.
Yeah. You know what? For me, I enjoyed everything about it because I'll go into a bit more detail. Coming from here, London, it's very city, vibe and stuff like that. When I went to America, but even to California, it was like that. The beach, the bay, the way of living was totally different. I mean, everyone's a bit more relaxed. Not many people in a rush like here in London, you know? So I think that was my favorite part, just the way, even on days off, when I had days off, that I have to go to training. I mean, I'd go for like walks, Tenero, to Santa Cruz, you go to San
Santa
Francisco.
Cruz is like 20 minutes,
Yeah, San Francisco, places like that. So all down the bay, it was just nice to be around and so many things to do. I enjoyed it. And most of all, everybody is so friendly. I mean, I don't remember coming across anybody that wasn't. So I love that part of it for sure.
Living in Japan, I know what you mean, man. Everything was so close. You could go to Santa Cruz, you could go to San Francisco, and it's like San Jose, San Francisco, they're close, but it's completely different cultures. It's the weirdest thing. Yeah, if you wanted that big city, you can go to San Francisco.
Exactly.
Yeah. So this is a question off of Reddit for the Quakes, really. How was the locker room for you the first time compared to the second time? So this can be how the coach handled things, how you felt. I know you said it was more like a brotherhood the first time. There was kind of some remains of that during your second stint, but what was the biggest difference?
Yeah, honestly, I'll be very honest. It was a bit different.
Yeah. From
the 2011-12, mainly obviously the 12, to when I went the next time. I'm not sure. There's a lot of differences, obviously. Different personnel coming in.
Yeah.
Different manager. Even though, I mean, Frank Gallup was a great manager. Dominic Neal was a great manager. We had John Doyle, obviously, as a general manager. It felt like real family. I don't know. I just think the first year, I think we just had the characters, maybe a bit more character in the dressing room. When I mean character, I mean the one where things are not going well, you will dig each other out. If that makes sense, it would be like we had the
you got John Lenny Bush going crazy, Alan Gordon screaming at you.
Exactly.
Lenny, Chris Wondolowski too.
Chris Wondolowski, exactly. We had so many. We had Sam Cronin.
Yeah, exactly.
Bucker, Bucker, and then we had Stephen Badershaw, Justin
and all these guys have made great careers. I mean, out of their playing careers. I mean, like Beitashour became a staple for TFC for years. Justin Morrow, the same. So, and as well as, let's say Alan Gordon went to go back to play for the Galaxy. I mean, we don't talk about that, but I mean, but yeah, even Baca, I mean, going crazy in Liga MX, just still playing. So definitely a very talented squad that a lot of Quakes fans miss.
Yeah. I think that was the big difference. Don't get me wrong, the 2016 team and 17, it was good, but I mean, just in terms of the character of the mentality of the players, I think we had a lot of players then that would always demand more for each other. And I think that's why we were labeled the Goonies, and
you're right,
stuff like that. So yeah, it was good. That's probably the difference.
Okay. And then so that kind of wraps it up for the Quakes questions. I have some I guess I have some Jamaica questions, and we'll kind of switch gears if that's all right. All right. So this is kind of a funny question. Who is Jamaica's biggest rival to you?
Jamaica's biggest rival.
Yeah. So
we played it because the rivals usually come when we play in the Caribbean Cup. We won the Caribbean Cup, but we get the biggest rivals like Trinidad.
Okay, so Trinidad, yeah, that's what I was thinking.
Yeah, that's probably the rivals because they obviously think they are the best team in the Caribbean, but they're not really.
Hey, they knocked out the USA from getting to the World Cup. So
no, that's true. Congratulations to them, but they're not the best team. We're gonna call that lucky. Okay.
I like that.
Yeah. They're lucky. So that's probably them. It's probably them. What I've noticed anyway.
Yeah.
So that's probably it.
Okay. So we touched base about a little bit about this. There's a lot of Jamaican internationals who had England nationalities at one point, and England, they were international of Jamaican descent. So same as yourself, are players encouraged to pick whichever one they feel like is going to make them play more, or is there some tension between Jamaicans who choose Jamaica versus those who play versus England or for England?
Yeah, I think it depends on. Well, I mean, there's a lot actually to this.
Yeah.
There's, if you're doing really well when you're younger, etc. I mean, it could have gone different for me.
Yeah.
Because say I didn't get injured.